Legend Total here, and today we've got a massive Saving Your Disaster campaign, playing as the Last Defenders. Yeah, this one's bad. So this particular battle here, this is not a disaster battle, this is a disaster campaign. So I've received a bit of information from the guy. Now this battle here, there is 0% chance of winning it. And in fact, there's no point even fighting it because we can't do any damage. This army here that is recruited is utterly useless against the dwarves. Utterly useless. Skink cohort will do no damage to all of these heavily armored units. And whilst it might be possible, I might possibly be able to get around their back to get the organ gun or whatever, it's not worth really trying to do that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to fast track some of this crap out of the way because it's going to make such little amount of difference. Just auto resolve this because it's utterly hopeless. Now there's going to be another battle with Krokgar, and it is again utterly hopeless. So Ungrim's coming in here. This situation here, utterly hopeless. He's got an army full of Carnosaurs, and he's got some Bastillodon Revivification Crystals and a Blessed Carnosaur. Luckily this guy here is immortal, but again, this battle here is totally hopeless. I could maybe spend an hour like full on cheesing this, and maybe I could win it, but that wouldn't save the campaign at all. So what this campaign really needs is like a complete, like 100% needs to be uprooted and like fixed from scratch. So unfortunately, Krokgar, I'm just going to auto-resolve this, because like I said, I know when I can win and when I can't. I know when there's hope and when there isn't. There's no hope in there, because even if we had won that battle, there was other armies there. It just wouldn't have made any difference. So I have looked a little bit ahead, because this one here needs it more than any other. Going into this one blind is unacceptable. I had to come up with a plan for this one. Otherwise, there's just no point in doing it. It's just fucked beyond belief. Because this is late campaign stuff. The dwarves have about 40 settlements. It's a turn 129. This is not the time to be fucking around with the dwarves. They are on steroids right now. And there's only one thing I can think of that's actually going to be able to beat their armies on a consistent basis. Because you can like beat one of their armies, right? But the thing is, it's not only are each of their armies going to be a nightmare to deal with, but you're going to be dealing with a lot of them. We're talking 6, 7, 8 armies are about to come down in this area, and we're only going to have one. We're going to need to be able to fight multiple battles every single turn, and for that, we need an army that can actually crush the dwarves without taking much damage, and that was not it. So, what are we going to do? We're going to recruit a Stegodon spam army. Here's the thing, this campaign is so badly fucked that even if I was to do what I want to do on this, I can't in all honesty ever send this back to the save game holder, because he will never be able to win this campaign based on what I'm seeing here. Not possible at this point here, because it's just been too far run to the ground. 130 turns with this, with the dwarfs, that's it. Your game is over. So basically, this is just for your entertainment's sake, because like I'll send it back to him, but it's hopeless for him. He should just start again. Okay, so let's have a look at the things that we need to do. So, like I said, I had to come up with a plan, and I have come up with a plan. And the plan is this: so he's just on the right of Primeval Glory, and this seems to be it. But this is not going to do anything. So I'm just not going to use it. It's just not going to do anything. That won't defeat any dwarf armies. It's not good enough. We're going to need to do the Rite of Ferocity and then the Rite of Awakening. Now, in preparation for the Rite of Awakening, I have to slow the dwarfs down as much as humanly possible. So I'm going to send him up here to use, wherever possible, I think there's an army there, to just block enemy armies as much as possible. This settlement here is going to get, just cancel that, because it's not going to matter. It's going to get captured at some point very soon. So what we want to do is demolish everything that we just can't really make use of right now. So anything that just isn't because it's going to come under besiege, not this turn, but the turn after. That's just not going to matter. Might as well get some money over. It's not going to matter. This does provide a lot of gold, but if we demolish it, we can make some of that gold back. Because like actually, that might be worth holding on to for now. This one here, yeah, yep, that shouldn't be there. Get rid of that, because he does have a trade agreement with Teotihuacan, which is still alive, which is silly, but he's not making much money out of that. Basically, I'm just going to strip everything down to make room for what is needed, because we might be running at a deficit soon. And I expect these regions to be lost anyway, so we might as well pull some cash out. So this guy here, what I'm going to do with him, I'm going to pop him into... I'm going to pop him here. There. And put him into encamp stance. We're going to disband this, because I'm just not going to use it. And we're going to recruit Stegodons, but I'm not going to recruit them this turn. We're gonna wait, because in 2 turns we can pop this down. They'll come in extra recruit rank, and they'll be better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically utilize this short period of time here to do nothing, accumulate a lot of cash, because we are probably gonna run at a deficit right afterwards. Now, while that's going on, we need to demolish this, because like I said, I've got a plan. And that plan is a slan. We're going to build as many of these star chambers as possible in these settlements here. So 1 in each settlement, because we're going to recruit a new slan shortly after this. So in 7 turns, I'm going to do the Rite of Awakening, and we're going to get a life slan. It doesn't matter what generation it is. 4, 2, 3, doesn't matter. But what we do need is for him to get leveled up. So each one of these with 3 extra ranks. So that'll mean... so they'll be at level 4, level 7, level 10, level 13, 16, 19, if all goes according to plan. Yep, I believe there's a hero here, yeah. So if that all goes according to plan, yep, get over here. Don't worry about this army here. Demolish this, we're not going to make use of it. At level 19, he's 1 turn away from immortality, but I'll be able to get a lot of points distributed, because like getting a life slan at level 1 isn't going to do anything, right? We need a high level life slan so that we can get lightning strike, geomantic sustenance, and hopefully also get to earthblood and regrowth, because that's what we need right now. That'll be able to have us an army that can deal with wave after wave of dwarfs, as long as we've got lightning strike, and heal after each engagement. So basically using the artillery from the on the Stegodons to just rip to shreds the dwarf armies, and then that should get rid of about 1/3 of their armies just in the initial fight, on the approach. Then we go in, hopefully cause the army loss penalty, and then heal like crazy so that we're back at full strength, then fight again, and basically just keep doing that until the dwarven armies are actually falling back a little bit, which can happen. You can do it with 1 army, because it's not super late in the campaign, but man, oh man, are you in serious trouble right now. Holy shit. Okay, now another thing is that these guys here, we kind of want to confederate with them. I need their settlement, so I want them to come up here and try to, actually, you know what, slow Von Brindle down. Okay, and there's a disciplined Sora Scar veteran here. We're going to grab him. That's it. Had to come up with a plan for this one. Going in blind is just not an option. Okay. So there'll be an imminent rebellion up here. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter at all. What are you researching? Yep. That's good. We need that. And that Carnosaur will eventually be reattached to this army. So, if you're wondering why aren't I recruiting this turn, it's because it's all going to get done at the same time anyway with that extra recruit slot. And getting that extra experience will allow them to fire faster, just be better in battle. I could recruit them right now, but it's not going to get done in time. I'm going to rely very heavily on just blocking these armies as much as possible to slow them down. We just need to hold out for 7 turns. 7 turns stopping them from getting to the Doomglade. Now, we could possibly build walls here, but in all honesty, it probably won't get done in time. So, we really need to push it. Okay, so basically now, we just allow the turns to just roll on in for a little while. Oh, we could switch one of the edicts over as well, because we don't need that one in the cursed jungle. Maybe we can get some extra recruit slots, because we want to try and get a full stack of Stegodons within 2 groups of recruitment, as in, because Stegodons take 3 turns to recruit, so you recruit the first batch and then the second batch and then you're done. Now ideally you probably want about 16 to 17, maybe 15 Stegodons, depends on how many heroes we want to put in the army. And then also Croak, we need to do the Croak battle, so that'll be the first thing we do with it, unless there's dwarves right in front of us. Because the Croak battle with Stegodons is not that difficult, and having Croak, even though he'll only be level 1, that will be really helpful. It's going to be a bloody nightmare though, this one. It's like, some campaigns, like especially with Warhammer 2. Warhammer 2 is not the kind of game that you can just turn it around quickly if things go badly, because once the AI is on legendary difficulty and on very hard difficulty, once the AI has got the ball moving and you've got a faction that's got 40 settlements, if you aren't ready for that, you're not ever going to be ready for it unless you're a cheese champion. That's just the truth of it, because you can't break a dwarf army. You can't use Saurus warriors to beat them. They just will not work. So let's have a look at the edicts here, because we're not going to start recruiting till next turn anyway. See, that's going to give us global recruitment capacity, but also will provide recruit rank +2 for all units. Nothing seems to be giving us local recruitment. Since I don't really want to be using global recruitment, because it's just going to make it way more expensive, and it'll just get the same amount of time done in two batches. I don't think that's going to make any difference. I will put it on this though. Just for one turn, because I'm going to start recruiting him next turn. Get that edict done. Alright, then with the money. So we got a nice big buffer of cash. We want to build... No, wait. Build a few of these. Alright. So the chances of blocking this guy is 70%. If it fails, we're in trouble. Good. Alright, that'll stop Lamia from coming under siege next turn, probably. That buys us a turn. Oh, you got an Ancient Stegodon? Ah, come on, man. You got it on the wrong side. Either Stegodon or Stegodon Engine of the Gods. Right now, we really need him to be specialist. We need to increase our success chance with it. Don't want to demolish any of the walls here, because we need them to delay the enemy as long as possible. We can't let them get down here within the next few turns. Alright, so there's still one more turn before this. I mean, we could do the Rite of Awakening, but the thing is, this isn't going to be ready. So we have to hold off on that. Delaying that isn't going to work. Not right now. What I'll do is... If I do this on this guy here, right? The point of that is to just get levels up. Oh, good, you've already done that. Like, I went instinctually over there. Doesn't really matter what else you got. You know what? For the time being, since you're not... It doesn't boost your stats at all to be on an Ancient Stegodon. How about we reduce his upkeep cost a little bit? And that'll save us a few hundred. When he eventually reattaches to the army, we'll just put him back on the Stegodon. Okay, all good. Alright. So, yeah, just leave that be. I can only block one army per turn, but we'll just see what we can do. Big troubles here. Alright, yeah. It's a real shame to lose that province, but there's just nothing. I can't get there in time. So we start recruiting as of next turn, not right now. Now, when Kroq-Gar comes back, I have actually had a little bit of a look at what Kroq-Gar's levels up are as. They're not good, but we can make use of it. He can increase our local recruitment capacity here. So what he'll end up doing is the second batch will be slightly bigger than the first batch, and he'll also increase the recruitment recruit ranks. So I should be able to get them at like full gold tier experience. The second batch at least. The first batch needs to just get done next turn, which will be like 7 of them, and then the next batch will be 8 or 9, something like that. And then we're just gonna have to roll with that for a while. Ah, damn it! I was hoping I could. There are too many armies. You know what are you supposed to do? I could only have blocked one of them. Turning something like this around, I really have to think about it before even doing them, because like it can be done, but you have to ask yourself, how much time do I want to put into doing it? Do I want to put in 100 hours to fix this one campaign that was ran right into the ground? And putting in 100 hours into this campaign means that's 96 hours. I'm not putting it to like 50 other disaster campaigns that could have been saved. Quite frankly, this guy here should just start again, you know? Just start again. Learn from your mistakes and just start again. But hopefully you guys will be a bit entertained by this video, and hopefully it can help you a little bit. Alright, so I saw the guy come down here. He was blocked. If I was to sally out here, let me just check. Let's have a look. Yeah, you know what? That seems actually about correct. Lizardmen garrisons are not good. It's mostly melee troops, and on legendary difficulty, melee troops just don't do the trick. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Alright, well. Shit. We have to... I think he might be trying to come down this way. So I'll need this one. That's... You know, it is what it is. Sometimes these things don't work. We have to stop him from getting to the Doomglade. Alright, so we can do this now. If we do the Slan Mage Priest now, it's not going to be ready. And then we won't be able to recruit as much. That's what we need to recruit. So we just have to hold on for 5 turns. Alright, because 5 turns we can do this. These will all be ready, and then it doesn't really matter too much if it falls. Okay, so... there is another thing I could do, I suppose. Okay, actually, it might even work. Alright, so we go Stegadon. Yeah, we get all of those. Good amount of experience coming from that. And then just turn this off. We'll put it back on again in a few turns. Now, what I was thinking, we grab... okay, so let me just see here. This guy will do. Okay, if he can't reach us, we can't reach... he can't reach us here. So, sorry, let me rephrase that. If I can't reach him, he can't reach us. So here's the plan. He's going to come down here knowing full well he can beat Lybaris, right? And then what we do is we send him on force march back over to here, knowing full well that they just can't resist that kind of stuff, and that'll buy Lybaris 1 turn. That's basically it. It's just sacrificing dudes, that's all it is. It might work, it might not, but if it can buy us 1 turn, like, this is going to be tight. Really, really fucking tight. So we need all the time that we can get. Lybaris is fucked. And we got to hold out for 6 turns now, because it's going to take 6 turns until our army is ready to go. So if we don't have to fight immediately, we'll take Kroq. If we do have to fight immediately, we're going to have to wait before we get Kroq. Now, when Kroq-Gar becomes available, we'll switch him in for that army, because Kroq-Gar will be able to reduce the upkeep cost significantly, but I don't want Kroq-Gar to be commanding, because, in all honesty, Life Slans are actually better than any of the Legendary Lords for Lizardmen, because of healing magic. This is if you're going to go Doom stacking, which is what we're going to do. Which is what we have to do. Because there's no other option. There's nothing that's going to be as campaign effective in this particular scenario here as just a tier 4 Stegodon. There's nothing we can do. These settlements are just lost. Now I reckon if everything goes according to plan, which it's a big maybe, but if everything goes according to plan, the army is going to cost us roughly around 5,000 to 6,000 in upkeep. So we just need to make sure that our income is at least close to that, because if we're fighting battles constantly, which of course we're going to be getting a lot of loot money from that. Each of these battles here will probably be able to provide us quite a lot of cash. Please don't declare war on me. No. Because I don't trust them, and they're in Teotihuacan's land, so they're probably going to bother them first. Okay, this is a problem, because I was going to send that guy to go... he's coming in here by raid stance, so... Okay, we might be able to do something with that. We'll see. Wasn't there just a Doomtide, like, a few turns ago? The game is really unbalanced at the moment with the Chaos Invasion. Like, it's just... I never see the Chaos Invasion at all do anything. So, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, got very little chance of blocking him. But he's too far away to get to Lybaros. Good. Okay. So, he can't move that far.
No Grudgebearer would do this. Stop that.
Alright. Here's what we do. By regular march, move him over here. Okay. So that hopefully this guy here makes the attack, pushes him over here, and then it just buys us time. Of course, we're sort of sacrificing Matrak, but I needed to keep them away from the Doomglade because there's no walls there. There's no time to build them either. We've got that other agent that came down this way. That one's been blocked for this turn, so that's good. What are the chances of blocking Thorgrim? Very low. Bring him around this way. It's only a matter of time before they get through here. It's only a matter of time before they get to Karak Zorn as well. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Not making edicts anyway. Get rid of this. It'll take them all their turn to get down here. Let's have a look if I can get a good agent from this. Money is going to be tight. I know that he's already got a Skink Priest. Skink Chief. I know he's got 2 Skink Priests. I don't know if I need another one right now, because they're not too expensive, but it doesn't have the right traits. I mean, you can do without it for the time being. I mean, gold is good. We'll leave that be for the time being, but get rid of that. We're just not going to make use of it. At least we'll be able to funnel some money back into us. Because we might even need to create a second army. Just a smaller one of this. So, looking at this, Kroq-Gar is available next turn, and then he'll get the next lot going. Let's see here. Alright, that's all good. Who hasn't moved? Oh, there's the Skink Chief. But he isn't strong enough yet with... So he's been an assassin, okay. Good. Okay, if we're doing him with that actually could work reasonably well for us. So we need to have our success chance more so than we need the amount of which that we block them. Because 50% is still good enough. Alright. So Lybaros will probably fall over the end turn. See how it goes. So yeah, we're sacrificing him just to buy us time. Just wondering if I should have actually got another one set up. in like another direction. Just have them chasing after these one dudes. Because if they can beat your armies out in the field, they'll usually go for your armies over your cities. Usually, not always. Especially if the city's walled. And they can't reach it in the first place. I mean, you might think that's good, but they'd already have another army ready to go deal with that. See, we've now got 4 armies in this area here to deal with, and they're all gonna be super bloody strong. This is why it's imperative that we get those. So they're probably gonna sack and occupy it, which is fine. Or maybe they're just gonna sack it. Hopefully they just sack this, although that would recreate Arachnos, which... Oh, no, yeah, they're going to occupy that. Cool, cool, cool. So we actually moved him in the wrong direction. That's exactly what we want to do, and because he was blocked, he's not going to be able to move. So we just lost a lot of money there. I can't block all of these armies. It's only a matter of time before they get to the Doomglade. I really do think they need to dial down the cheats on the dwarves a little bit. Because it would be good to see other factions, because like in every single campaign, it's always the dwarves. Dwarves are always the #1 faction, unless you're playing as a dwarf faction. Because the what I think is that the dwarves themselves, if you're so let's just say you're playing as Karak Kadrin or Karak Clan Engrand, right? Then the dwarves themselves don't get as many cheats, which means that they actually get a little bit overwhelmed by the greenskins. But if you play as any other race, then they get their full cheats. Alright, so... block him because it's higher success chance. Let me see if you can do it. 71% chance. Or what's your chances? 82. Because Storgrim can't get down there this turn. Alright, so we want to put him about... I reckon there's more armies on the way.
I'm in charge here.
They're not going to do this. We could throw money at them and it's just... they won't accept it because they're not... Oh, okay, hang on. Not worth it. Not worth it. Okay. Alright, so the point of this is to have them attack us and move in this direction. Hopefully this guy here doesn't do it, but I don't know how to... we're going to stop that. Alright, we need to... Alright, I'm going to try this. 71% chance is pretty good. Good, okay. He's not likely to be... yeah, look, even in Force March, you can't reach Labaros. Okay, and then we're going to try block Thorgrim. 59% chance. It's probably going to fail. Actually, probably it is going to succeed, but we've had a bunch of successes, so law of averages means this is probably due for a failure. There you go. Okay, now over here, we need to kick him out for Krokgar. And if we have a look at Krokgar's leveling up, it's not been done perfectly by any means. You don't need Gifts of the Jungle. Renowned and Fear is good, so he's reduced the upkeep costs significantly, but what we need is Beast Driver. And also, you don't need to put extra leadership in on Krokgar. Look at his leadership. After about 80, they're not going to break. You know, it doesn't improve his combat stats. Alright, but with that now, we've got another recruit slot. But we'll wait until next turn before using it. And then we'll switch this back here. Let me just see here. Switch that back to this. Okay, because if we have a look, we'll be able to recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll mean 15 in total. Because if I recruit it now, all that means it's gonna be done ahead of this. That one there is going to be done 1 turn before this. So this is 1 turn that we have to pay them extra. Also, when that guy dies, we'll pay less for these guys. Yeah, so do that next turn. And they should also get the extra 2 experience from this, so they'll be full tiered experience. How much longer have we got on this? We have to keep that guy away for 3 more turns. If we just keep him away for 3 more turns, then it doesn't really matter too much if it takes the Dim Glade. Because I mean, this will be built in 2 turns, but I can't put this down straight away. Not yet. Alright. And they haven't come down here yet. It's only a matter of time before they do, though. Just leave it be. So we got some more heroes over here. Okay, there's a couple of heroes in this army here. Well, there's one of them. 10% chance of assassinating. Oh, that's right, because you'd be tired. Ah, and there's this one here. You come back over this way. So hopefully they get wrecked and we can just confederate them. Because I don't know. There might be some help. I don't know. Because they're at war with the dwarves too. All right, let's move on. So yeah, like I said, next turn we recruit 3 turns, and then that army's ready to go. So we'll have the Slan ready 1 turn before the army's ready. I reckon by that point they'll be here. But if I can recruit the Slan at level 19, that means straight to Lightning Strike. We can reduce those upkeep costs, and if we can reduce upkeep costs, we might be able to get another army recruiting a few extra, and then we start pushing back. We'll have certainly lost Lybaris and Mafrak by then, because there's only so much I can do to slow them down. That's not what I wanted. But this is what I wanted. I wanted Thorgrim to be moving away from there. The biggest downside in doing that, though, is that Thorgrim is going to gain experience from doing it. Now, how are we going? Yep, he didn't have enough movement. Now, we can block him again, but he's probably not... Oh my god, there's more coming. That means there's 5 armies in the area. Six armies. God. 6 armies of dwarves, and we don't have any just yet. That's it. My fellow allies, protect Rosetra. They're gonna get wrecked. They can't even take on a single army. It doesn't matter. If they get wrecked, they might confederate. We've got plenty of money in reserve. If we kill all... That's another thing as well. You need to be able to kill all these armies in quick succession, because what's going to happen is, since the dwarves really do like to recruit from global recruitment, they can recruit armies very quickly. But if they're recruiting them all in different areas, they're all utilizing the same recruit slots and they get bogged down. Alright, so that got done, and now we should be able to recruit them at max tier. Good. So that'll give us 17, so that's 15... Stegodons. I would prefer 16, but you know, this will just have to do. Alright, so over here.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
We've got 72% chance of blocking him. Good. Based on this, he won't be able to block, get to Lybaris. Belagar's level 9. Thorgrim's level 17. We got a higher chance of blocking that dude, but I want to try and block Thorgrim. Good. Okay. Alright, now we can assassinate. with a bit higher chance of success. Just doing the best we can. Okay, let's get another dude up in here. So we're gonna send him to just do the exact same thing, just to keep them away from Libaros, just for a short time. There's nothing we can do to stop them from taking Mahrak. But if they're not going to besiege Rezetra this turn, but if they do besiege it, they might not attack it within one turn. There's no walls there, so they might actually do that. But we have to hold out for 2 more turns. Okay, if they could just leave this alone for 2 turns, we've got it. Alright, that's this stunt. Moving on. So everything looks to be on track. Everything's going according to plan. To get that slan with the plan. Because yeah, in that other battle, like the first one with the Carnosaurs, if we had a life slan, we probably still would have lost, but we would have been able to actually do a lot more damage. Because I wouldn't have been able to heal them enough. Unfortunately, since life magic has been nerfed. With that being said as well, they didn't even have life slans until after the life magic was nerfed. When Earthblood used to be able to heal everyone within that blob, that would have made the Lizardmen the strongest race in the game, at least in terms of battle. So hopefully they lay siege for more than a turn. And they didn't. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do about it. That's actually really good, because now they're just going to reoccupy it next turn, and their army will take time to replenish. Good. Good. We just need 1 turn. Where are they going? Good, go north. If they can't besiege Rezetra, and they can't attack Doomglade, we've successfully gonna bring this new slan into the world. You know, they didn't end up coming down here, so maybe it's only a matter of time. Maybe I could have built that, but I sort of anticipated them to actually attack it. Ugh. That's not good. No, that's actually really bad. I didn't want that to happen. Because these guys are most likely going to be allies, so they're probably going to call them in. This campaign's fucked. Another Doomtide. Chaos is a joke. Alright, so yeah, we've got 1 more turn until the slan is here. Okay, so... is there someone sitting there? Yeah. I'll just put him there. Maybe there's a chance he'll do something. Probably not, though. Good. And since Grombrindle is closer and also at lower level... Oh, that's so annoying. I was hoping that the dwarves would reoccupy, because if we have a look at them... Yeah, they're always allied with the dwarfs. The forces of good are currently so much more powerful than the forces of evil. The forces of disorder. It's actually ridiculous how much more powerful they are than them. In every single campaign, the forces of good will always triumph over the forces of evil. Like, not just like easily, they'll do it as well. The High Elves always defeat the Dark Elves, and the Greenskins are always defeated by the Dwarfs, and Kislev always defeats Chaos. Alright, so there's no way they can get down here within a turn. So that part of the plan has been successful. Yeah, I'm surprised about this. I still feel like they're going to come down here. They've got a lot of military presence, so it's just a matter of time. I'll just leave it be in the time being. No point developing it and then just losing it straight away. And based on the amount of money that we've got coming in, we are going to be able to afford this. Even with the new slan coming in, we should be able to afford it. And we got loads of money, so we'll be able to pay for it, even if we were in a deficit, because it wouldn't be very much. But what I might do, because of the dire situation, I might actually start recruiting another army immediately after this is done. Because even if it's going to be in a deficit, you're just going to need some extra forces. And then in 5 turns, if I manage to keep them out of this, we can get another slan at the same level. You know what, I might even start building it in that other area since we've got so much money. And who knows. Look at that, the Doom Tide had only just come in. They have armies camped in the Chaos Wastes that are taking out the Warherd of Chaos immediately. Possible we don't have anywhere to run to. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, the biggest problem with this is that we're giving Thorgrim experience, but we're sacrificing casualties for time. And even though we blocked them, they were just too close now. Okay. I'm glad I didn't start building because I knew that they were coming eventually. Okay, it's fine. We might even have time to do the Croak battle. Now, I'd much rather the Slan do the Croak battle than Kroq-Gar, because the Slan is in need of level up, and since we're not going to use Kroq-Gar anyway... Well, actually, Kroq-Gar could stay behind and continue recruiting since he's got the reduced upkeep. And also... Oh, they got fucked. Extra recruit slots. So we get done faster, which means done cheaper. Oh, what happened there? We lost the recruit slot. Oh, because the edict expired. Well... you know what's funny? I should have actually recruited on that turn. Oh, well, it needs to get done, so it's fine. Okay, Slan Mage, let's do this. Oh, it'll take 10 turns before we can do this again. That's okay. Yeah, Slam Mage Priest of Light. Life, sorry, not Light. And level 19, yeah, 4th generation, but whatever. They're not coming down to Doomglade this turn. Doesn't matter where we recruit it, it's going to be the same everywhere. Okay. I think what we'll do with him is we'll leave Kroq-Gar to continue recruiting this dude. And I'll put all the ones that are ready into this army and we'll fight the Croak battle. So, we need to... The first thing we definitely need is Earthblood. Then we need Ancient Cunning, because we're probably going to want to ambush. Just waste a point, whatever. Definitely going to need Geomantic Sustenance. Money's going to be tight. Need that. You don't need Gifts of the Jungle. Okay. So, Beast Driver over here. Give us extra 8 melee defense for Stegodon units. We could get that. Or... Hang on. Or we could get extra magic reserves. Hang on, we put 2 points into this, so 2 points more will mean we can get over to here, so I can probably get magical reserves and regrowth. It's okay, we'll get levels up soon. Alright, yeah, we'll get regrowth. Alright, cool. So he's got a lot of leveling up that he needs to do. And he'll take these units off Kroq-Gar next turn, and we'll do the Croak battle, which is ready for us. So getting Croak will certainly help. Okay. This guy here, he's going to need to return to one of my armies. Significantly expensive. I think what we need to do is slow down these armies here, because they're going to be making their way down to the Doomglades. So, yeah, you failed. Is the Confederation ready to go? No. No. We're way stronger than them, but they don't want to do it. I need to do that one. Okay, let's have a look here. 66%. Alright, failure. This guy here is not going to be able to participate in the... Well, he might be able to. He might be able to participate in the Croak battle. Because I don't think we're going to have a completely full stack. The hero didn't move. There was a skink chief, wasn't there?
No, I will not shame my clan.
Alright, and let's move on. The tension's rising. So hopefully the Croak battle goes so well that we don't take too much damage, and that we get a level up for our dude here, so that we can put more points into stuff. So because he's really gonna need a lot of magic reserve. I don't think we got any knowledgeable wizards. More winds of magic means more healing. Oh my god, these dwarves! They gotta dial that back a little bit. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, this campaign should definitely not be continued. It's fucked. You know what? Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Give me some money and we'll call it a deal. If we're lucky, the dwarves will declare war on them and just get rid of them. If we're lucky. What could end up happening is the border princes declare war on them, in which case we'll just leave them hanging. Now, when I take these units, it'll likely not give us any movement. Unless I stop this. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop that, because Krokar's gonna keep recruiting. He needs to deliver these units over to this dude. Instead, put him in camp stand. We'll try and use the movement bug. Sometimes it doesn't work, though. Transfer all units... Oh shit, can't do it while this stuff's up. And then send Krokar back over here. Yeah, the movement bug didn't work. Okay. Alright, so we've got 17 units in here. More than enough to do the Croak battle. See, that chief would probably be quite useful in the army, just for the extra casualty replenishment. So start bringing him down here. We don't desperately need to assassinate these guys. Alright. Come stand here. Sort of meet them like a little bit halfway. They'll have the same amount of movement that way. Okay, and it's not perfect. We could hire some Regiment of Renown. The Thunderous one. Oh, did I? Yeah, we got Renowned and Fit. Oh, that actually reminds me. There's other thing that we need to get. Yeah, Krokkar's got it, but he doesn't need it right now. Shit. It's costing us a fair bit. Alright, let's do this. No. We want this dude here to do it. Oh, maybe only Krokkar can do it. Oh, I didn't know that. Well then, I guess we're gonna have to force march this army back into Krokkar. He's gonna have to fight the battle. I didn't know that it could only be done by Krokkar. Alright, yeah, so we're missing 2 units, but it'll be okay. And then when we get Croak will attach to the Slan Mage. That means he's not going to get experience for this as well, because I was kind of counting on that. Not essential, but not great either.
Lord Croak will be an invaluable ally in the fulfillment of the Great Plan, but his worldly relics are in imminent danger.
Right. I would recommend not actually firing into the first wave, because the first wave is garbage, will waste up way too much ammo. Instead, we'll use this guy to just go do some magic. Because we'll have plenty of that, and since we don't have the heal spell, we don't need to be too conservative about it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll have Krokkar go up there and fight just on his own. Just so they crowd around him, so we can pop down a nice big laser beam on them. Okay, there we go. That looks like a pretty good laser beam spot. Wait, did it? Oh, it didn't cast. Actually, cast it from this direction here, in that way. So yeah, they're doing next to no damage, that's right. There we go, that's better. Probably actually should have popped that down, but that's all I really need to do. Oh, maybe just pop down one of these as well. Just hold them back there for just a short time. And get Krokkar back. Alright, I think I put these guys on fire at will. Now that we've thinned out the herd a fair bit. It's also important that if anyone's going to take damage, it's Krokkar, because Krokkar's not going to be coming into future battles against the dwarves, at least not at this stage. If we can get some guys to actually snipe the enemy general, that'd be good, because we might be able to actually shatter some of these dudes. Decent amount of missile resistance on this dude. Don't want to pop this down just yet. Yeah, make sure he dies, not just run away. Quite a small target though. Good, they got him. Hopefully we can get these guys to get away. We've used up about half of our ammunition, which is not good because there's plenty of enemies left to go. So let's turn that off, just for now. Because yeah, we're definitely going to be wanting to shoot the Hell Pit Abomination down, because I believe that's anti-large, isn't it? Yeah. And it's also super vulnerable to getting shot to such a big target. So yeah, I really don't want to waste any more shots on these like garbage units. They've cannons. I believe they will eventually get Jezzails and Rattling guns, so those will need to be dealt with. And also, Croak should be coming fairly soon to help us out. Okay, they're in range. Take the Hell Pit Abomination out first, and then the Plague Priest. What's his missile resistance? Alright, pretty good. Just try to keep these guys back for as long as possible. Alright, the thing is down, and wait, is it? It regenerated a little bit of health, but it's still going down pretty fast. Alright, look, it's broken, just let it go. If it comes back, it comes back. Okay, now it's actually gone for good. This guy's in here just to get experience. What's his missile resistance? 25%, but it will still do a lot of damage. Crockguard's not faring great over here. Actually, no, this will be better. I may have... Oh, no, we're cutting through them there. Okay, their plague thing is destroyed. Good. Alright, Croak's in. Cool. Barely taking any damage so far, but we're running low on ammo. Shoot it whatever you want now. Actually, no. There's Jezzails and shit coming up this way. Or rattling guns. Probably best to shoot them. I'm not too concerned about the Doom Wheel. That may have been a mistake. I didn't expect to hit my own allies, but it didn't do very much damage. Worst ally ever, huh? Doesn't matter about any of their troops, all that matters is Croak, so we'll just stay close to Croak now. Alright, that's enough out of you. You're done for now. Alright, big push. Big push. We gotta get rid of these rattling guns. Now, Croak will use magic. Yeah, you can take out the Doom Wheel. See, if we had a Lush Slam, we could heal these guys. Work is fine. Most of their units are broken. Anyone left behind? A couple of them. Yeah, definitely leave Crocker. He took the most damage. Get to those Warp Lightning Cannon. If we can break them, they'll likely receive the army loss penalty. Make sure those rattling guns don't shoot again. Alright, are we done? Alright, there we go. We're done. Cool. Alright, so that'll give us Croak, and our army's in pretty good shape. Should replenish in a single turn. And this is why you go regular Stegodons over ancient Stegodons. We didn't take much damages because they were able to shoot most of the enemies, especially the high damage ones, before they got close. Whereas an ancient Stegodon in a one-on-one fight can certainly beat a regular Stegodon. Strategically speaking, the regular Stegodons are better. Alright, we got Croak So that's good. And Croak, the great thing about Croak is he's free. Completely free upkeep. Alright, probably best just keep him in Krokgar's army for this turn. So Krokgar's gained another level up. You probably should put into Beast Driver. So we got Blessing of Itzel. That's good. That's good. Oh, did we not get Blessing of Itzel for these guys? No, they don't get any blessings. So that extra 20% upkeep, it is actually cheaper in Krokgar's army, but it's not so much always about money. For the battles, it's still better off putting him. Well, at least having this land show up in the battle. Maybe, I don't know, I'll think about it. You've got Kill the Dwarves, so that's whatever. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go with that. Okay, and yeah, you got a long way to go before you get to rank 18. He just needs to be along for the ride. Okay, there's no way they're going to get down here within a turn. And this time I don't think I really need to slow them down, because we want one of... Actually, why don't we slow one of their armies at the back down? And allow, hopefully, this guy to come down. Hopefully he doesn't see us as a threat, and then we go crush him. Now, I wanted Krokgar to start recruiting this turn, but I might hold it off until next turn. No, you know what? I will take these back now. Not gonna get quite as much replenishment by a fair bit. But he can heal them. And now... But we got 60,000, so make it count. Krokgar's gonna bring in reinforcements in time. So this Skig Priest of Heavens... Yeah, I don't really need to attach him to an army right now. Just keep him, whatever, it's fine. What we can do is we can give him the Stegadon, and actually no, I'll just leave it for now. It's not super important. He should probably have immortality. And the Skink Chief, yeah, we'll attach him to this army here so that we can get that extra replenishment. That's kind of why we don't need the other thing. What I was thinking as well, we should probably try to get the casualty replenishment rate plus 20%. Now that we've got... What's this do? Oh, that'll reduce upkeep costs. Yeah, that would be good. Probably should grab that. Okay, let's move on. And now we make our push back. And it took me an hour and 10 minutes to get to this point here. Let's see if we can just get one fight in with the dwarves, and we'll see how we go. We're going to want to be moving in ambush stance so they don't see us coming. And we don't necessarily need to ambush them, but we need to make sure that if we ever attack them, we have the option to withdraw. So we like get rid of one army and then fall back, and that way we've got time to recover. We don't want to be like standing here and have them attack us, then we're doomed. I can't take on 4 stacks with this. The whole point of this is to take them out a bit at a time. The biggest weakness of this kind of doom stack is being overwhelmed, but to be honest, every kind of stack is weak against being overwhelmed. It's fine. As long as they rebuild it, it's fine. So hopefully this guy comes down here. That's going to cost us a fair bit of money. We're probably going to be in the negative now. But we got 60,000 to do with whatever we can. A lot of armies here that we have to deal with. Also, that guy should get that extra 10% reduced upkeep for Stegadon, so maybe we might still be in the green just by a little bit. And of course, as Croak levels up, he's going to get better and better and better at taking out huge numbers of these motherfuckers. Alright now. Oh, look at that, we're still in the green. Just by a little bit. Alright, this is where we... So they'll probably occupy that. They can't get to the Doomglade. This is where we're going to need the ambush success chance. We don't want to lose any more settlements now. Because when these troops come in, they're going to be pretty expensive. Alright. If you could stand... about... Hang on, let me just see. We want them to possibly come to us. They might move over here in force march. They'll stand about there. Go into ambush stance. You need to attach here as well. Sorry about that. Not in the green anymore, but that's okay. Just trying to keep an eye on things. Okay, so hopefully they just come rearing down here in force march and we can catch one of them. Straight away, that'd be amazing. Not going to be able to afford much more than this. In fact, no, we're not going to be able to afford any more than this. This is it. This is what we've got now to work with. Alright, so... let me just see if a confederation here will work. It can work. How much is the trade agreement worth now? It's only worth 186. We'd make more money by confederating them, but we'll have public order issues, which... Let me just double check that. Not going to be an issue. Not going to be an issue. Not going to be an issue. Because we've only got 9 regions, don't we? No, we've only got 6 regions. God damn it. Oh my god. Alright. I'll take it. No. Give them a small amount of money. Like 1,000. If they don't accept that, I don't think it's worth it right now. Alright, maybe just a little bit more. Because they're not going to be a particularly helpful ally. Alright, we'll wait till another turn. So yeah, this is what we need to be doing now. We need to be wiping out these armies in quick succession. Hopefully taking out 1 or if not 2 of these armies every single turn. If we can do that, it'll slow down their rate of expansion. And then we can actually start fighting back. Unfortunately as well, fighting in through here is really difficult. Dealing with the dwarves since they use the underway. Like, I mean really bloody difficult. Because it's not particularly valuable either. Alright, here we go. See if we can catch any of them. And... oh, are you fucking kidding? Well, we can catch him next turn. He's sitting right in front of us in force march. It would have been better if we fought him this turn, though, because that way we could have replenished ready for the next turn. But it's fine. And also be interesting to know how much money we're going to gain from looting, from like just winning the battle. If we gain like 2,000 to 5,000 gold, we might actually be able to afford essentially a war economy. So our income went down. That means there must be raiding in this area here. Oh, and we've lost our scout. That's not that big of a deal. Okay. How's he been leveled up? It's fine. Yeah, he just needs to be a bit better. Right, so them being on force march certainly helps. Knuckle breaker, huh? What level is he? Probably like level 19. Level 3, okay. So yeah, easy win here, but we should definitely fight it manually. I want to try get out of this battle without taking any damage. It's not actually going to be easy, but if we could essentially have no damage, that would be great. Let's see here. I believe the flame cannon range is about 260. Their range is about 300, 150. They probably will charge at us because these guys are considered specialized artillery. Those trees are not good for us. They're going to block a lot of our shots. So create a bit of a choke point there. Let's see. So the organ gun's range is 300. Our range is 360. And their range is 230. It's even less than I thought. Okay. So yeah, it would be good if at the start of the battle we could shoot the organ guns, get rid of them. Because we really don't want them firing at us. Gotta be somewhat careful that my guys don't shoot each other. Everyone else just get back. Probably for the time being, we don't really want to use Croak too much. How much Winds Magic do we have? Okay, we got plenty. Don't think I really want to use... Like, we want to make sure we maximize our healing. So that's where this guy comes in handy. Just keep him back. Keep him back. And let's do this. Alright, so these ones here, their job is going to be to take out the organ guns. Go. And these ones here, they can just shoot at whatever they like. Oh, it's raining outside now. You might hear a little bit of background noise. Okay, organ guns are almost dealt with. Alright, those gunners would also be a problem, but due to the formation of those dwarf warriors with great weapons, be an easier target to kill them. Okay, they've started shooting us. Let's start moving back a little bit. To here. Because we can actually move a bit faster than their troops. And let's pop down a small bit of healing on this dude. We've also got this. We should pop that down on the flame cannon. Yeah, we're really going to want to get rid of those giant slayers. But I might use Croak's magic for that. Where's Croak? I think it's very expensive because he hasn't been leveled up. Gotta try and time this just right. It was okay. Not great. Okay, so now they can resume shooting, and they're going to form a bit of a choke point situation there, which is going to be pretty useful. I might actually use Croak again. This time I'll do it on rank 3 Deliverance of Itza. Let's go for this blob here. That looks good. Okay, no more magic casting for Croak because we're probably going to need the rest for healing. Alright, that's it. They're walking right into a death trap here. You can see this. Do you think ancient Stegodons could have done this? Gotta get rid of those giant slaves, because we can always just inflict the army loss penalty on them. But the army loss penalty doesn't do anything to Slayers. No, not yet. Maybe fireball though. This ended up actually being a really good map for us. I mean, we've slaughtered their army. It's good, racking up a decent number of kills. Now the reason why you don't want to take on more than one army at a time is because eventually you run out of ammo. And once you run out of ammo, you have to go into melee. Which isn't ideal. Alright, here we go. No, not you. Since we got Earthblood, everybody will get a tiny amount of healing every time we cast this. Another thing that makes them great. Don't particularly want Croak to get into melee. You should try as much as possible to stay in the main group. Oh shit, there's troll helmets up it is. I didn't see them. Take them out. It's also got really good range. Okay, our damage so far is not so bad. Okay, I reckon the army loss penalty will be inflicted pretty soon. There it is. Alright, we don't need to run any of them down. Just everyone get back over here. No more shooting needed. They're all goners. And now we start the healing process. So the most damaged ones obviously need to be healed first. Just use Earthblood until they start to get close to running away, and then we'll probably want to use Regrowth. Good, full health. Another great thing about the dwarves, they're slow, so they take a long time to run off. Well, it's not a great thing about them, but great for us. In this particular strategy. Takes a long time for them to leave. That's fine, you take as long as you want to leave. So get us back up to full strength so you can actually fight another battle this turn if you really wanted to.
Oh my god, Legend. That's so cheesy.
Yeah, well, it's cheese versus cheats, baby. And I throw my lot in with the god of cheese, not the god of cheats. Alright, so let's check to see which ones... Okay, this one here is a little bit damaged. This one here is a little bit damaged. Almost done. Full health, and we are completely unhurt. Not a single hit point of damage lost. An entire dwarf army gone. That is how you deal with the dwarfs in the late game. You make sure you take absolutely no damage whatsoever. We can take on another one immediately. All of our magic and ammo is restored. That's why you need lightning strike. That's why you need to ambush stance, and why you need to try to catch them in force march and just fight them one at a time. So I can send this save file back to the dude now, and he can try with this army that does actually have 2,500, not bad. That actually has a chance of succeeding. Or I could continue it myself. It will largely depend on how popular this particular video was. And that's just largely based on views. I don't give a shit about like goals. If you guys liked it, I'll just know based on the analytics. So that's the end of today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it and give you a bit of an idea of how to deal with the great blue doom tide that comes through. So yeah, we could attack this guy right here this turn, and that wouldn't be a problem. But we got to watch out for our movement because there's more armies in there. But anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.